Right, hello everyone, welcome to my channel, you scurvy bilge rats. Today I'm gonna be talking about New World, the new upcoming MMO. So, well, what is New World, this game developed by Amazon Studios? Well, New World is actually a pretty large MMO. It has some pretty massive multiplayer content, letting you invade player-held forts to steal away territory, or defend your hard-fought holdings from wave after wave of invading monsters. And at the center of this new world, it's a complicated mix of companies, factions and territory as players battle to take control over the territory on the Isle, but also from each other. So basically, on top of all this, you have the usual MMO staples of class leveling, loot and dungeon-like expeditions that see you delve into Eternum's mysteries. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this guide rounds together everything there is to know about New World, including how the game plays and its many modes. One thing's for sure, there is going to be no shortage of stuff to do when New World releases. Right, so many of you ask, does New World need a subscription? And the answer is no. It's actually a one-time buy. It's like a standard edition is like $40 or something. Though there may be expansions of some sorts where you have to spend some money in the future, but nothing is confirmed yet. But there is an in-game store for cosmetics only, like skins, home decor and pets. That is what is confirmed, and in the future it maybe contain some XP boosters. Right, so what does New World do different? Well, we got some different modes, a mix of PvP and PvE alike. We got War mode, it's like one big siege between two parties. One is the defender and one is the attacker. And then we got our standard expedition, our PvE expeditions, like dungeons, like you know in World of Warcraft or something. Invasions is like a different version of War mode, which is solely PvE. It's like a horde zombie mode, defend the castle type of style. Right, and on level 60 we unlock Outpost Rush. This is a PvP PvE mode, where 20 versus 20 battle where you compete to capture outposts, gather resources and upgrade your defenses, all while fighting off enemies and other players. So you also got different enemy types: the Corrupted, the Ancient, Lust, the Angry Earth, all specific to certain zones on the map. And I hear you ask, is there already new content planned? Well, fuck yes there is. There's content being data leaked already, some new weapons all with their different playstyles and their skill trees. Also some new zones, a sand zone I suppose there was, but don't worry, there will be new content coming soon. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we're gonna proceed to the next step of our video. I'm going to give a beginner's guide of New World, and starting off with weapons and stats. As you use different weapon types, you also gain proficiency with them, independent of leveling. Like, the more you use it, say a sword, the more active and passive sword fighting skills you can unlock in the mastery tree. Active skills are special attacks, a spinning attack that hits multiple enemies for instance. Well, they have sometimes long cooldowns, but if you wanted to, you could completely master every weapon type. There are plenty of weapons to use as well. New Worlds has swords, hatchets, spears, warhammers, bows, rapiers, great axes and even bloody fucking muskets. There are also magic weapons such as the fire and the life staffs, and the ice gauntlets. You can have 2 weapon sets all ready to go at any time, and you can switch between them quickly by pressing 1 or 2. Also, stats will offer unique bonuses on certain weapons used with them. I just want to say it's if you have, for example, a spear, it solely scales of strength and dexterity, with dexterity as its main stat. We're coming on the next topic is crafting and trading. There are 7 crafting skills: armoring, arcana, cooking, engineering, furnishing, jewel crafting and weaponsmithing. And these allow you to combine resources to create clothing, weapons, consumables and even furnishing for your house. Yes, you heard it, you can buy a house. You will also need high tier crafting stations to make high tier items and to get rarer materials from more dangerous parts of the island. Well, of course, you can also sell your crafted goodies or find some rarer materials on the trading outpost. You can also create buy and sell orders for specific items and set a certain price. Also, one thing I forgot, you can craft orbs to enter expeditions later down the line. We're coming on the section map info and gathering. On the map you can find all sorts of resources neatly packed into the UI of the map, so you can find every resource on the map. Also you can have standings for each territory. Every time you gain experience in a certain zone, you unlock reputation points, and also those reputation points can be used for getting useful perks like increased XP or increased gathering speed. In New World you can choose 3 different factions when hitting level 10. You can choose between the Marauders, the Syndicate and the Covenant. Your factions can be changed once you've chosen it, so make sure you choose the same one as your friends. Well, unless you want to fight them, of course, that's also an option. Also, New World's island setting is divided into territories and can be further divided into settlements, which act as player hubs for crafting, quest, inns, buying houses, etc. Each territory also contains a fort, but once that fort is claimed by a company, it falls under their control and that of their parent faction. This fort can be taken away by force by another company, but first they must declare war, having first undermined the company's influence in that territory. And in this war scenario we have the attacker and the defender, classic of course, but the attacker needs to take control of 3 control points, and their win condition is once they've taken all points they have to knock down all the enemy gates at the fort whilst retaliating against their defenses like cannons and machine guns and fricking fucking oil. Also, respawning is a thing, and you get battle tokens when you damage enemies or kill enemies, and with those battle tokens you can buy some potions and some mines or defenses. Once a company takes control of the settlement, the governor of the company can set tax levels, which affects how much certain actions in the territory cost, and can then use the money to organize public projects, upgrade the settlement, the fort, or just take it for themselves. Of course, the scurvy bilge rats, though players in your territory might not be too impressed by that. The governor can also deputize consuls to help them out with the management. Also, a neat little feature is that you can research buffs. Those buffs will only be applied for those who are of the same faction and also in the specific zone. Buffs can range from crafting speed or gathering speed, buffs to the amount of wood or stone you can mine in once. Also like stamina buffs, defense buffs, all sorts of buffs to help you in combat. Right, we're coming up on the end of this video. So, will you be playing the fucking game or not? I'll be joining on release. Will you sit this one out? Just let me know down below the comments. And of course, I'm making a company. There's already a dedicated Discord server. I will link it below if you want to join. If you want to be one of the Marauders who will be playing on the Zerzura EU server. And I would be glad if you bloody joined. I hope you like this first video of mine. There will be much more to come. And remember, like and subscribe, you bloody bastards.